Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful lesson with Mr. Wheezy. That's right, it's staying. We're rolling with it. So, at the time of this filming, this is before I've gotten your feedback on this. So, I'm going to skip the kickoff for this one. Probably should have skipped the last one and then did this one, but again, living and learning. So, going to skip this one. Just remember, set it up as a fraction. You know what? I'm just going to do it quick. So 306 teaspoons over 1 times our 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. We're going to set that up. But remember, our teaspoons, we want to be opposite. So if it's on top, we're going to put it on the bottom here. So 3 teaspoons, 1 tablespoon. So teaspoon label cancels out because one's on top, one's on the bottom. When you multiply this over, 306 over 3, which if you divide that out, you get 102, and that is tablespoons. So that was customary. A little more work to it, and especially you have to remember what each conversion is on each one. Nice thing about metric now that we're going to shift to is it's all based on powers of 10. So you're just going to count however many times the decimal moves. And then you're just looking, okay, if it goes to the right, the decimal point's going to move to the right. If you're moving to the left, the decimal point's going to move to the left. So let's say we're going from milli over to hecto. That's 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. So we would make our decimal point and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, put the decimal point, and that's it. We're just shifting that decimal point left and right. Now, your basic unit here is going to be liters, meters, and grams. Liters is volume. So, like if you got a 1 liter bottle of pop, that's how much pop is in there at 1 liter. Meter is distance, so a length. And grams is your weight. So that's those basic units that are going to fill in this chart right here. So, for example, if we have, which is more, 5 liters or 5,000 milliliters? So again, we want to convert either liters over to millimeters or millimeters over to liters. We can't have both our two different units. We have to have the same unit because, again, comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges. We'll be dealing with the same stuff here. So for me, I'm going to make my milliliters into liters just to make this a smaller number. So if we go up here, milli here, to liters would be 1, 2, 3, and we went to the left. So 5,000. How the decimal point, remember, always starts at the end if we don't see one, always on that right side. We would go 1, 2, 3 to make this here 5 liters. So in this case, it's going to be equal. So, which is more, 8 kilometers or 76 hectometers? So if we go back to our nice little chart here, hecto is here, and we're dealing with kiloliters. So we can go to hecto to kilo, which would take it just 1 to the left. So this 7.6, again, that decimal is always on the right side of the number if there isn't a decimal. So we would go here, just 1 to the left to make this 7.6 kilometers. So therefore, 8 kilometers is going to be bigger than 7.6 of them. Okay, going now here it's going to give you specific. We want to go kilograms to grams. So if we come to our little chart here, kilo is the prefix. So that's what each of these are. Kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centa, or milli. Those are the prefixes. That's going to tell you where you're starting and then where we're going to go. So we're going to go from kilo to just regular grams. So that's our base unit. So kilo, we'd go 1, 2, 3 to the right. So we would move our decimal point 1, 2, 3 to the right. And so this would be 19,786 grams. And lastly, we're going to go from millimeters to centimeters. So let's go to our chart. Milli to centa is just 1 to the left. So we're going to take our deal, move it 1 to the left, and that'll make 8.297 centimeters cm. So, if you're looking at times of the videos, notice how we did the same amount of problems, but it took us half the amount of time. So much nicer working with the metric. This is really something the US should go to, but everybody doesn't like change, so we stick to what we got. But know your metric system here, because if you've ever worked on a car or anything, so many things are going international that all that stuff is going to the metric system. So really need to know what you're dealing with there with the metric and how that is all working. But again, any questions, comments, concerns, send me that message. Preferably Google Classroom or email. And then if you absolutely need to, pan, whatever works for you. Just know that I don't always get the pans, so it may take me longer to respond with those. But until next time, we will talk to you later.